Alright, what's up? We're back for another Dokkan video. I'm sitting here with my day one A1s, my friends Dion and Manny in the background here. Hopefully not making up too much chatter, else they're gonna have to get clapped. But anyway, on to what we're about to do today. So this is gonna be another preparing for Dokkan Battlefield video. We're gonna start with my boy Kaioken Blue Goku. Now, this is actually a character that is very important to talk about because there's a lot of dissension in the community about which Super Saiyan Blue Goku is actually better. Kaioken Blue Goku or the original OG AGL Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Now, the original AGL Goku does hit harder because his passive deals with a percentage, whereas our boy Kaioken Blue Goku here actually has a base kind of boost that he gets. So this is Next Level Strike, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. The reason he doesn't actually have Kaioken in his title is because I think Akatsuki and Bandai, they realized that it would be too OP at the time to have this guy on the team alongside the AGL Super Saiyan Blue Goku. So if you had both of those in a rotation, and you know, that was back during the Super Vegito is God days, it would have been just absolute death. So he doesn't actually have Kaioken in his name, like obviously the Super Kaioken Goku who came out recently on Global. His leader skill is AGL, HP attack and defense 100%. The super attack is the 10 times Kaioken God Kamehameha, which does immense damage to the enemy and sacrifices 5% HP, which is actually really noticeable now that we're in the 120% meta, and now even further into the 150% meta. That 5% doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're talking about 5% of 300,000, all of a sudden that's a significant chunk of health that's being cut away every time Goku attacks. And then his passive skill, Divine Technique, attack 20,000 and defense 10,000 for 10 turns from the start of turn. Now, a lot of people harp on the fact that this guy has this turn restriction, which honestly nowadays is not really a factor whatsoever. You will always be able to blitz events before his passive actually wears off. Now, the one thing, of course, that does make the OG AGL Goku hit harder is the fact that he gets that percentage boost. I believe it is 100% on super attack, whereas Kaioken Blue here just gets that 20,000 base number to his actual attack stat, which of course, once you start factoring in the hidden potential dupes, you know, these percentages all add and stack together so that that other Goku begins to hit harder. But here's the thing, right? This Kaioken Blue Goku is very, very common. He's on a lot of banners. He was on the Vegito Blue banner. He, of course, was featured on the 200 million downloads banner. He was featured on Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's banner. You are very likely to not only have this guy, but have dupes of him as well. This guy is better than the OG Super Saiyan Blue Goku if he doesn't have any dupes, but you have dupes of this one. So that's why this guy is definitely underrated. And then, of course, he has maybe the best link set in the game. Over in a Flash, Shocking Speed, Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle, Warrior Gods, Prepared for Battle, and Kamehameha. So versatile, so good. Overall, this guy has now become a very underrated unit because everyone just sucks off the old Super Saiyan Blue Goku and they completely ignore this man. But he is still a force to be reckoned with, still a beast even to this day. He will remain relevant for a while longer, but eventually I do think he will fall off because of the fact that his passive actually has that flat number rather than a percentage boost. The percentage boost will always be a big deal moving forward. Alright, so the next unit we're going to go ahead and awaken is this Super Saiyan Goku right here. I believe this is supposed to be Goku from the Battle of Gods movie. I wasn't able to exactly find out where his like card origin art is, but I'm pretty sure, based upon the fact that you could buy him with the like movie ticket promotion on JP. Now, you actually, in order to Dokkan Awaken him, you do have to have medals from the LR Goku event. But obviously, right now with that special, you know, half stamina and use any farmable units, it's very easy to get this guy. And this guy also just was released on Global as well. So this is Accrued Strength Super Saiyan Goku. Leader skill is Intelligence Key +2 and HP and Defense 70%. So he doesn't give attack, so you're not really going to use him as a leader. His super is the Instant Transmission Kamehameha, Supreme Damage, and Rare Chance to Stun. The stun chance could be pretty useful. But again, a lot of the bosses nowadays, the new Omega Shenron, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, all of those bosses are not able to be stunned. So this is an ability that really will only help you like half of the time now, only when fighting certain bosses. His passive, Principles of Knowledge, changes AGL orbs to intelligence and gives himself attack 40%. So with the attack 40%, he can hit decently hard, especially because he is just a Super Saiyan Goku card. So he's pretty easy to farm up his super attack. On Global, it's very easy, the Epic Showdown Goku. Over on JP, you could use dupe copies of LR Goku. I probably will do that myself at some point in the future, but for now, I just wanted to go ahead and get this man awakened. Now, his passive, the orb changes are always better when they change a solid color to rainbow, because that will open up more paths of ki for you to actually get, whereas right here, it's just AGL to intelligence. You're just changing one color to the other. It allows you, if you're using an all-intelligence team, to get a lot more intelligence ki, which is great, but the rainbow orbs are definitely better. His links are Golden Warrior, Prepared for Battle, Kamehameha, Family Ties, Super Saiyan, The First Awaken, and Shattering the Limit. So he does fit very well on a super intelligence team. I actually believe he is optimal because he will actually be able to provide extra intelligence orbs for LR Gohan. So that is a good thing. This is overall a very solid unit. If you guys have this guy on Global and you're thinking about awakening him, definitely make sure you do that because he is for sure a powerful unit. The next one we're going to awaken is actually this Master Roshi right here. Now this guy is, there's no real way for me to say it other than fodder, but the main reason I'm actually going to Dokkan Awaken this guy is so I can get that spot on the Dokkan Awakenings tab to the bottom so I can scroll through it faster. I've talked about this many times with you guys. That's like, I almost would recommend you guys do that as well. So like maybe if you're grinding out the LR androids and you want to scroll down that Dokkan Awakening tab quicker, well, you can awaken like some of these R Chi-Chis into Kid Chi-Chi or the R Krillin into Kid Krillin. That is a good way to actually make that happen. Plus, I do like collecting as many URs as I can. So let's go ahead and take a look at our boy, Master Roshi. So this is Masterful Technique, Master Roshi, Max Power, and of course this is the AGL version because there also is a tech version. He Dokkan Awakens from a very, very early World Tournament reward card that is not available anymore. His leader skill is AGL type attack 30%, trash. His super is the Kamehameha, which does extreme damage, so obviously that's not great there. And his passive is Ki +2 for all allies when HP is 50% or above. So he could be useful in Dokkan Battlefield, but obviously there's 1,000 better units you could have. His links are World Tournament Champion, Turtle School, Kamehameha, and Supreme Warrior. So links aren't really that good. What's funny is he does have the World Tournament Champion link, but he doesn't have the World Tournament category. Now, obviously, that's because Jackie Chun was the one fighting in the actual World Tournament itself and not Master Roshi. But that is still funny that he has that World Tournament Champion link, but he doesn't actually have the World Tournament category. All right, so next we will move on to the last one. This guy is low-key, pretty clutch, and he's also a very, very underrated unit. We have this Rildo you could farm up from the Dragon Ball GT story event, and he actually Dokkan Awakens into, I believe, Hyper Metal Rildo. Now, again, if you're going to go for LR Goku, and specifically if you're doing the 4th stage of the event where the LR Goku boss is physical, this guy is fantastic. We'll get as to why once we look at his passive, but self-sufficient units in events like this where, okay, so you're running like a full Super Strike team or farmable units, they're not going to link together as well as like a normal team would. Your fusion team, the 2 Gogetas, the 2 Gotenks, they link so well together, they'll get supers off all day, every day. Like, they default getting their super attacks. Whereas, your farmable units don't share common links. So having a passive that will give himself ki will make it easier for you to do damage in the long run. This guy is Encompassing Destroyer Hyper Metal Rildo. His leader skill is Strength type, HP and defense 50%, which is not something you want to really go for. His super is the Hyper Drill Smash, extreme damage to enemy and lowers attack, so that is pretty useful. Obviously, extreme damage modifier, not great, but lowering attack is very useful, even in today's meta. Okay, I can't think off the top of my head what % chance that is. Like, I think it lowers it by 15% or so, lowering attack. And then I believe greatly lowers attack, lowers enemy attack by 30%. I saw the numbers on the Dokkan sub recently. I'll have to go verify that, but I believe that is the case. Lower attack is 15, greatly lower is 30. His passive is when facing one enemy, Ki +2 and attack 4,000. It's called Broadening Tactics. So that is very good, obviously, in that LR Goku stage, because, you know, if you have 2 Ki leaders who will give 3 Ki, he's going to be starting out with 8 Ki, and then at 4 Ki, you only can get that super. Very, very easy to get off. And then his links are Loyalty, Thirst for Conquest, Auto Regeneration, GT, and Mechanical Menaces. So obviously his links aren't that useful, but there are several fights where this guy can come in clutch. You know, maybe if you're having trouble against the physical Broly boss fight, there are a number of fights where you can actually utilize this guy pretty well. But alright guys, that'll pretty much cover it for today. Obviously the main unit I wanted to talk about, and basically always, you know, kind of put him on a pedestal, is the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, who is so underrated, but he really is a beast, even to this day. Thanks for watching, and later, fuckers.